G'day, Greg here. Well, I'm just at my parents' place. I was just doing a bit of a pre-Christmas tidy up for them, and of course it's summer here in Australia over Christmas time, which is always fantastic. But I thought while I was here, just show you their yard. Now, where I live in Queensland, it's a subtropics, and pretty much we can grow anything we like here, and it's pretty warm all year round, so we're very lucky. I just thought I'd walk around, show you some of the plants that they have in their yard, and just show you what grows here and what does well here, and thought you might find it interesting. So come on, let's go and have a look. So this is part of their garden here. We've got one of the natives here, Moreas or mock orange. Underneath we've got some liriopes, different types, and some roeos here. Bird of paradise, half growing there. Probably look up here, there's a whole bunch of palm trees around, and we've got some orchids growing on this one here. There's some staghorns or elk horns as well. Most of those are native. We've got some crow's nests as well. Here is a coffee tree actually, this one. You can see the coffee beans growing on it right there, and they turn red, just like that later on. And yeah, you can actually eat these. Well, you don't actually eat them, but you can roast them up and make your own coffee, which is great. Just a cute little hibiscus, this one here.
They don't open, that's just...
Of course, they have the stock standard golden cane palm, which is pretty much everywhere around here. And underneath, we've got a whole variety of different plants and flowers. This is a cute little solar-powered butterfly, which is really awesome. The birds love attacking that one. In here, there's a bit of a collection of bromeliads, and dracaenas and cordyline and crow's nest. These ones are a bit protected from the sun here, but they're all looking pretty nice. Look at the red throats on these bromeliads, don't they look great? All the different colours, pink there and variegated. Got a nice fan palm here, looks really nice. Here's some bromeliads that have just been tied to a tree, the palm trunk there, and they're doing quite well. I think I gave those to Mum for Christmas a few years ago. I've got here, got a miniature date palm. You'll see quite a few of those around. They do really well with the bromeliads that just tend to grow up the trunk. That always looks great as well. Here is that a black palm? That's a black palm. That was grown from seed many years ago. Here's a climbing philodendron, which is making its way up this palm tree. And this big tree here is a African tulip. That's quite a big tree. Got a Queensland kauri pine just growing up here. They get pretty big. Well, I can hear something creaking over there. It's a jacaranda, that one. They get a beautiful flower, purple flower, and at around the end of October. Some more variegated cordylines or dracaenas. Lots more orchids. Another orchid up there. This is a North Queensland umbrella tree, and they're quite attractive, even though they're classed as a weed down here. They're a nice looking weed. There's a bit of a fishtail palm here. Looks kind of nice. The sun glistening through it. These red flowers here, of the poinciana, they're flowering at the moment. They look spectacular. There's another native, it's a silky oak. They're quite nice, they get a yellow flower on them. They actually look good planted right next to the jacaranda. They really contrast each other. Sheena's Gold, stock standard. Not sure, not too keen on these because they get, some of them have lots of little fine prickles on them and they're a pain in the neck, but they're a nice colour. The Brunfelsia, yesterday, today, tomorrow. Some more orchids just growing, probably stuck there by someone. This here is a river gum here, and just look at the size of these leaves. I mean, there's my hand, and they're a huge leaf on them, and they get the most beautiful flower as well. I think they're just about to come out, and they get these big nuts on them. It's a flower pod there. Here's another umbrella tree. Right behind that is a mango. So that gets a really nice mango on it, that one. It's a beauty. Got some olive trees here. They haven't really done that well. They've stayed about that size for the last 100 years. So it doesn't get much attention down this end of the yard. Well, here is a custard apple, and right behind it is a macadamia, which is where you get the macadamia nuts. Here's one here. That's how they come, and if you look on the ground, you probably see they've fallen off. Here's one here, it's fallen on the ground. Sort of take that off here, exposes the shell, and you crack that shell open and it's got the macadamia nut inside, and they're beautiful. That's the leaf on the macadamia. It's a bit spiky, really tough, hard leaf. It's a flower of the bougainvillea growing there. Looks like it's got some pumpkin creeping its way along it as well. Oh, it's choco. It's a choco vine. Philodendron here. They're a nice fill-in plant. Oh, here's a bunya pine. It was planted from a seed. They get huge, these things. They got, yeah, they're very prickly, these. Ow. But they get a huge nut on it, as big as a basketball. And you can eat them, you can roast them, they're really nice. That's one there. Here is a leopard tree. So that one's pretty big. They're quite nice, except they shed their very hard pods on the ground, and yeah, you got to rake them up or mow over them and they'll flick everywhere. So that's just looking down the back. Got this liquid amber here, which is deciduous, so gives us nice shade from the sun going down in the west during summer. Then in winter, of course, it loses all its leaves and lets more sun hit the house, so it's kind of nice. This Brazilian cherry tree, now these things are so tough. I mean, they could not be watered for like 2 years and they'd still look exactly the same. I get these, whoop, just squirted in my eye then. Get this little fruit on them. I think they're edible too. And just up here there's some more bromeliads, all different shapes and colours. And of course the frangipani, which nearly every yard has. This one's got a beautiful flower on it. Just a great colour flower, that one. And one of my favourite plants, the lavender lights. That is a beauty. They are a great plant, those ones. Have a look at them. They're beautiful flowers. And the colour of that foliage, just really nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little tour of a subtropical Australian garden. And I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and prosperous New Year. And I'll see you all next year on my Greg the Gardener channel. Thanks for watching.